Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing my March wrap-up video. So I read 6 books in March, which is not a lot for me. I mean, it's over 1 book a week, which is great. I started reading towards the middle of the month, so yeah, so I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna do it in the order I read these books. So yeah, first off we have Old Flames by Jack Ketchum. I've done reviews of all of these books, so if you want my full in-depth thoughts, you can go watch them, because I gave very in-depth thoughts on these. Old Flames, I remember I did not like this one. First novella, Old Flames, was good, and then right directly in the middle, Right to Life started, and I hated that. So yeah, Old Flames, I wasn't the biggest fan of this one. I wouldn't suggest it. But then again, I just tried to read Cover by Jack Ketchum literally tonight as I'm filming this, and I hated it. I could not. Got 30 pages in and I put it down because I could not read it. It was boring. Next up, we got Joyride. This one was a little bit better, but as you guys know, the editing of the book threw me off, and it made me just quit Jack Ketchum for a while. Well, literally like 2 weeks, because I tried to do another one tonight, but I did not like this one, mainly because of how it was edited. I do want to reread it or get a proper edition and reread it, because the editing threw me off, and it was like once every 2 pages, and that just took me out of the story, and I ended up skimming half the book. So that's not Ketchum to blame for that one. That's just the way this book was done, and this edition is disgusting. Wow, I'm flying through these. I think it's because I don't really know what to say. So next up, I read The Sleepover Massacre by Brian G. Berry, and as you guys know, I enjoyed this book so much. This is one of the best slashers I've read. I would say this is probably my favourite slasher that I've read so far by Brian, that I can remember. I do remember enjoying Fragments a hell of a lot. I plan on rereading that very soon. I actually might do it tonight, because I have a lot of time to kill. So yeah, if you want a good book to get started with Brian Berry, read this. I also like this edition because it's very black and basic, and I like that it kind of looks different. And yeah, so The Sleepover Massacre by Brian G. Berry. If you're interested in discovering whether you like Brian Berry's books or not, sorry about that horrible stutter, then I would highly suggest reading this. This was his first slasher, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. Next up, we've got Brian's Birthday Bloodbath by, you guessed it, Brian G. Berry. I loved this book. This was really good too. Sleepover Massacre was a little bit better. I think this one, although it was fantastic and the gore was excellent, I think it needed a little bit more longer, and sadly my edition came ruined, which is a shame, but oh well, shit happens. At least I read it. I want to be able to find the brand new edition of both Sleepover Massacre and Brian's Birthday Bloodbath. Man, AI covers have certainly evolved. This was written in 2022. Fuck, I can't speak. But yeah, I enjoyed this, definitely. I like the VHS and the little X-rated thing. Looks really cool. Next up, one of my favorite books of all time. I enjoyed the absolute hell out of this one, and if you want just one Brian G. Berry book to read this one. Get Off My Plane. I enjoyed the absolute hell out of this one. definitely let me know what you think about this one. I enjoyed the fuck out of this one, and I really want some people to discuss it with, because goddamn, every single scene and sentence and line in this book was fantastic. And this cover art is brilliant. I'll never shut up about how good Brian Barry's covers are. There's the spine, there's the back. Yeah, very easy to read. Words are very large, so if you're decently quick, that you'll get through that in barely any time. And then the next and final book I read last month, was Bite by Richard Laymon, as you are aware if you've seen my review of it. I enjoyed this one a lot. This is probably, I would say, the third favourite this month. First is Get Off My Plane, Sleepover Massacre, and then I'd put Bite. Then Brian's Birthday Bloodbath. I'd say, oh man, this is difficult. So yeah, Bite. I enjoyed this one a hell of a lot. So now I'm gonna do something which I genuinely just got the idea of. I'm gonna rank these books, and I'm gonna tell you which order I'm gonna rank them. So let me figure it out, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I've figured out my ranking. So coming in at last is Joyride. Coming in at number 5 is Old Flames. So Joyride I would rate a 1.5 out of 5 stars. I would rate Old Flames a 2.5 out of 5 stars, or well, 2. Bite by Richard Laymon, which is a 3.5 4-star. Coming in at number 3 is Brian's Birthday Bloodbath, which is 4 stars out of 5. Sleepover Massacre, 4.5 out of 5 stars. And finally, Get Off My Plane, 5 out of 5 stars. So with all that being said, please, if you've read any of these books, even the ones I didn't necessarily enjoy, please let me know what you think. Are there any books by these authors that you would like me to review and read? If so, let me know, because I will be sure to get that done fairly soon. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to start reading a book sometime soon, or well, very, very soon. And I'll catch you guys for the next review, so take care.